back to the channel. On my lunch break again at a Walmart. Starting off with
Excuse me.
So find the item I'm looking for here. But I can't seem to find it here. So I'm gonna have to go back to like the camping section. I'm looking for some Doritos that I saw on Brick Sink, and I can't remember, it was like 70% of them. These things were selling really good on Amazon. So I'm on the right aisle. It took me a while to find them. Finally find one down on this bottom shelf. I had the hardest time finding the UPC on this box.
There we go.
I flipped this thing around a couple times before I ever found it. And now all I'm doing is I'm using my Walmart app and I'm just scanning it to see what the price is in the store. And I'm a little shocked when I see the price. It was not what Brickseek said. So here I'm walking off, I've given up, and then I'm like, you know, maybe I didn't scan something right, but I just give up because it said there were 6+ in that store and I only saw one on the shelf, and I didn't have time to ask for an employee to go in the back and look and see if they had more. Plus it had already showed me that, you know, the price wasn't correct. So I headed back to the clearance aisle and there was nothing I could find to buy on this clearance aisle. So I'd seen this clearance rack here on the way in over by Health and Beauty. So I stopped to check it out, and the first thing I saw was this, it's like some kind of spray lotion. I never heard of it, but I always check these clearance end caps and aisles and Health and Beauty sections anytime I see them. And I'm glad I did, because I actually found a couple of things on this rack. These things were only $1 each, and it looked like they sell pretty good on eBay. And it looked like most folks were lotting them up in sets of 2 or 3 or 4. And I bought a few of these, and you can see I just put up there, you know, a comp. That was where I actually sold 2 of them in a lot. So I only had $2 in them, and those things ship out for about $5. Then I move on to these peels that are there. They were only $2. And I think the regular price on these was like $32, 31 something. So I looked them up on eBay, and sure enough, they were selling up there. And it looked like not everybody was lotting them up. So I listed the 2 that I bought on eBay for I think it was like $17 plus free shipping, and sold 2 of them within just a few days. And yes, always check your expiration date on any food items or like peels or supplements, stuff like that. I like to make sure that there's like a year before the expiration runs out. If you're going to do it on Amazon, it has to be at least 90 days before the expiration runs out. So just something to keep in mind if you ever decide to sell on Amazon. But you should always be checking those expiration dates. Here I'm just checking out this other item, and it really didn't look like it was selling that great. I mean, some had sold, but the sell-through rate on that wasn't very good. You know, the sell-through rate is just like a comparison on how many have sold in the last 90 days compared to how many are listed at the time. So if there's only 10 listed and 100 have sold in the last 90 days, that is definitely a buy. It is going to sell really quick. Didn't really find anything else on that shelf, so I decided I'd head on back to the toys, and I really didn't find anything in the toys this day. Didn't spend much time there because, like I said, I was on my lunch hour. But here I'm walking along, headed that way, and all of a sudden I remember, hey, you might be able to sell these on Amazon. So I just started scanning them as I was walking, and neither one of them really had any comps up there on Amazon, and I don't even think either one of them showed up on Amazon. So I made it out of toys, didn't find anything. There were some kids over there. I wasn't gonna move them out of the way. I just let them be. And I headed over here to electronics and gonna check this clearance end cap. Normally, there's only one of these end caps here, but they had 3 of them. The one I don't ever pay any attention to is any of these that have these cell phone cases. Most of these things are cheap cell phone cases, and they're for track phones and stuff, and they just don't sell that good, so I don't buy them. So there was an older gentleman there at that other end cap, so I didn't go over there and bother him. I went over and started checking stuff on this end cap here. I looked at some of the prices that they had on them, and I just really couldn't find anything I was interested in. Everything there was just too high for me. I pick up these fig pen things from time to time, but they're kind of slow sellers, and rarely do I find them really cheap. So I finally get over there and I start checking this item, and y'all should have been in this store. This was like the busiest place in this whole store. Anywhere else I went in here, there was no one. But for some reason, I don't know if they were restocking or what they were doing, but this was busy. Here I'm just continuing to check items. Not really a whole lot on this end cap. There's a couple of electronics things. These items here, back right after Christmas, a lot of these were on sale for like $17. Some places have them for $25. I bought a couple, sold a couple. Probably wouldn't buy them again. I think these, I couldn't see my phone there, but I think these were like $25. Next up, I finally get to these NECA items. These are figures from Flash Gordon, and there's one Flash Gordon, there's a Phantom, and then whatever this one is here I'm looking at, I don't even remember what it was. But this one didn't seem to be selling really good, so I went ahead and put it back and figured I'd check the other two. You know, sometimes it can be frustrating in a Walmart when it's real busy and folks are constantly right around you or bumping into you or coming up behind you, and you know, I don't know, sometimes it's just nerve-wracking, but I stuck with it and I found a winner, and I went ahead and checked this Flash Gordon one also while I was there, and soon as I pulled it up on eBay, you know, I saw what it was selling for, and I started scrolling through and seeing that it was another winner. So I picked that up, and then I just said, well, I'll get all of them they have. They were $10 each, and all of these sell for $35 to $45 shipped. And at this time, I don't know, it's been 2 or 3 weeks, I haven't sold any yet. There's a lot of them listed up there, but a lot of them sell. So I'm just waiting my turn in line pretty much. So again, I forgot to check Amazon, and it looked like the Flash Gordon ones were selling on Amazon, but the Phantom ones did not come up. Now, everything you scan doesn't always come up on Amazon. Sometimes you have to actually type in the item to get it to come up. Y'all, that lady come rolling up on me. I heard her coming for a long ways. I moved my cart out of the way so she could go by, and she just stopped dead right in my way. But my time's up. I got to get out of Walmart and go back to work. Thank y'all for being here, and I'll see you on the next one.